I think that's so powerful because like what you said, like in passing is so incredibly powerful. Okay, like when people are not feeling their feelings and expressing their emotion, what's happening is that those are being stored as and then become expressed unconsciously as reactivity. So like if I'm, and we learned this in our relationship too, if I'm not owning my feelings, then unconsciously I'm going to vomit them on him. So it really is like that. When we are not owning and feeling and going through and doing our healing and our wounds and our awareness, all of that, it's just going to be it's going to be stored in that place where we're reacting. When people are reacting and angry outbursts and triggers and victimization and blame, that it's coming out anyway. So you might as well do it the healthy way instead of the unhealthy way, which only hurts you because you're now in the stress pathway, creating cortisol and disease and hurting others, like your loved ones. Like here you are saying, I love you, but then you're reacting to them, and then just even in the world, like we're just bringing unleashing more of that unhealthy kind of energy. That's not healthy for us. So it's like so much more simpler to just feel. And it's also so true because when he's sharing, when we're feeling each other, how can I judge him? How can I it's not even possible. When we actually, as human beings, feel each other, it's not, I don't see, feeling pretty much takes away that whole judgment that happens in the mind. Because when you're feeling that person crying and suffering and expressing, our heart is opening and we're going, we have compassion, we're caring. And that's how people can really connect together. It's by opening our heart, not by closing it and going to the head and judging, criticizing, blaming. It's really that simple. It's just mind makes it harder. It's just feeling each other and expressing our feelings. So true.
Yeah. And I'm just going to add one more piece, especially for men, because, it's this idea that, and it's true. I mean, part of masculine energy is courage, right? Is to have that courage. And we've learned, or we've tricked ourselves, let's just put it that way, into believing that courage means jumping out of an airplane or doing something that, others cannot do. I challenge any man, hey, feel what you truly feel and then share it with your partner. See how much courage you need for that. Or even with a stranger. I mean, with a partner is easy, right? Because we're right here. And for us, our relationship has been probably the biggest catalyst of growth. It taught us to move from this, from reactive to reflective, right? From reflexive to reflective, to because our when we get triggered, our energy, our nervous system gets energized, gets activated, right? And so we tend to react, and it's very reflexive. But in those moments, how would it be to just stop and know that whatever I do from this point on, I'm going to co-create with my partner or whoever, right? And say, what do I choose to create? What kind of a experience do I want to have? And so just take a step back. What we call this taking a heart pause, right? Where you actually breathe, take a moment for yourself to breathe, and then go through a set of, hey, first of all, realize, yes, everything you do, you're co-creating. So that's a given. So then take personal responsibility and say, okay, what am I bringing to the table right now? What is my responsibility, right? And then choose. Simple. It's so simple. We tend to make things so complicated. It's simple. Choose something different, but choose it from your heart. Ask yourself, where is the honest part of me? What do I truly want to create? Yes, of course, I'm angry and I'm upset and I'm do all this and she did this and she didn't do that, whatever. But really, what are you bringing to the table, right? So what do you want to create? What do you want to create? To us, it's like, what do I want to create inside of you, right? What do I want her to feel? Because that's just going to be reflected back to me. Anyway, but yeah.